Sorry.
Raphael.
I mean, honestly.
We can do this.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down.
It's we're back here with Fireman 3 Houses, our Verdant Assassin's only run, where it is time to get into the monastery, the dreaded monastery day of today, and we've got tons of people to talk to. I can't hear Sothis' voice anymore. That's cause she dead. Well, no, she's merged with your soul, sorry. That was insensitive, Hoppy, I'm sorry. Can you please try to be gentle? I'm very raw at the moment. Yeah, sorry, I get it, I'm sorry, that was on me. We have a whole load of people to talk to, and people we're trying to recruit, but I think we want, because the recruiting stuff is all very thinky, where I'm going to be putting my resources when, and there's a chance we might not make it anyway. I want to do that last. Let's go talk to everyone first. I think that's definitely a priority. You changed so much. Hello, I'm having a conversation with Raphael. I guess we can all three talk, that's fine, I suppose. Let me get in the middle. Okay, Raphael, we can keep talking.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger?
Smaller, if anything. I don't want to talk about it. I haven't changed that much.
That's disappointing. What's even the point?
Well, it wasn't my choice. Oh, some insect larvae. I found a snail there before. This is just the box that keeps on giving. Every week or so, it springs a leak and some more of the supplies fall out. Hey, Bernie.
Is that you, Professor?
Yes!
Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month.
Oh man, I know. Me too.
Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much.
I know, but that's more about my depression about my father's death, rather than feeling physically ill.
It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Okay, I mean, it's locked. I'm gonna open it anyway, even if I wanted. At least I assume these doors have locks on them, jeez. Do they not? That would be horribly, horribly unsafe feeling with all the kidnappings going around. Hey, Iggy.
Yes, so, this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where you will receive a revelation from the goddess herself. What if she really appears? What if I finally get to gaze upon her radiance?
Pretty radiant, when she hasn't been cursed into like a little rugrat.
Always imagine the goddess. How beautiful she must be.
Cursed Sothis does look like a Rugrats character, kind of, doesn't she? Yeah, I think she is beautiful in the pretty dang in her original form. Ah, my favorite person, the greenhouse keeper. Let's yoink them seeds there. Oh, damn, this is like the first time we've not gotten a buff from that. Oh, hold on, do we want to plant that yet, or is there a chance that we'll be getting professor level up before this day is out? Probably not, 5,270, so let's plant them now. Best I do it before I forget. We're saying two root and 2 eastern, usually? And we'll use some Caledonian soil. That was the first time in a while we have not gotten a permabuff out of that, which is a bit of a shame. Hey, Ash?
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb.
Probably not too different from the Holy Mausoleum, which we were in. Or I guess you weren't with us for that. I don't know either.
Well, it's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows?
Oh yeah, you're not on our team, so the fact that I just got some support with you is very good, Ash.
I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
Yeah, it would be nice if they just kind of like gave us any heads up whatsoever. Like they gave us a whole month, but don't actually tell us what really we're going to be doing. Highly unprofessional, I tell you.
Hey.
Hey. It seems everyone's catching a big fish today. Interesting. We think we have a fair bit of money as it stands, so that I think I might even save up bait for the next month. You are allowed to do that, right? It doesn't stay out of stock in the store. You're allowed to buy bait over and over. I might save it up for the next Fistfuls of Fish Days so we can get more of those, because when we did that one time and we got a bunch of golden fish, it was good stuff.
In Bridget, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them.
This sounds super familiar. I think we have those over here too. Sorry, I've been charging my light all since last episode. It should have enough juice in it to go on and be useful. Oh god, it's too bright. Hang on. it has battery, all right. Do go on, Petra.
They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean.
Wow.
Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
Petra? You think my eyes glow? Stop. I can't fly. Perhaps.
Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
Well, thank you. I think. Either way, it wasn't, again, I didn't do much to have it happen. It was much more a thing that happened to me than from me. Happened from me?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious.
I can see why you'd think that.
Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you.
I feel very lucky indeed.
The Professor went out and got some new power.
Well, my sword did anyway. I feel, again, a lot of this stuff is really can't be attributed to me as much as people are making it out.
Welcome.
I put away everything from everyone, but do we have anything worth selling here? Not the knowledge gem. No thanks. Really no extra bouillons that we could sell off? I would have thought, for sure. Well, that's alright.
Come again.
Thank you. Buying all the bait doesn't take all that much money. It's like 1,000 in total. So let's just do that now before I forget. And then, we do want to stock up on some smithing stones and stuff, but the gifts are almost certainly a priority here. So I'll start with all of them. I wonder if Ferdinand likes the board game. Sort of makes some sense. Rose Petal Blend, 4 Spice Blend. Were those new teas? I feel like I've never seen them. God, they're crazy expensive. Does sound yummy, though. Enjoyment requires a mature palate. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's not my thing. Black tea laced with rose petals sounds kind of good. Not much of a tea guy myself on the whole, but I enjoy a good cup of Earl Grey now and then. It's available. Okay, so we bought all the gifts and still had almost 3K left over. I think we'll leave that there for now because that's all I really wanted to make sure I had done stores-wise for the moment. Ingrid Mercedes, how are you going? How's it going? How are you doing?
Herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual.
Not that special.
Zeros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I think she was just I think she was just the transforming sort.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
I wonder why.
It is told that Zeros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
The exact opposite. It's like, kill them all! Chaos! Fire in the streets! I do wonder, excuse you. Wow, that person really just doesn't want me talking to Ingrid and Mercedes. Fine. I mean, I thought we were all friends here in the monastery and that they were my— You're still recommending this child for being sad over Gerald's death? Get a life!
Hey there. Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility.
Well, like half of them.
You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen.
Well, yeah, let's not speak too quickly now. Not all of them love me. Ferdinand still won't join me no matter what I do.
Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
Why, thank you. I hope so. And you'll always be soldier to me. Yeah, it doesn't really, yeah, it's not as nice. Ah, crap, still looking at that contact lens, eh? You know, we have there's a whole, lost items division in the administration. Like, half of the teachers are licensed to go find lost items for people. So if you give me the order and maybe, come into the recruitment pool of people who can join me on tasks, then I can actually give your lost item back to you. Now you're happy digging away at it yourself, that's fine, I guess.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures?
That's what I'm learning the more I learn about this place. I thought it was just, as far as I knew, it was all just woods and creeks till I came to this monastery. Now I learned there's a lot more to it. Is the world different outside, Fodlan?
You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, Samir's here, so the knights are back, it would seem. And what do you teach, by the way? Certainly bow and... Oh, lance. I thought there was some horse going on as well. But bow, anyway. That's cool. Oh, well, we need lance for one of our things. Well, I'll be checking all that later. Let's do all the dialogue first. There's someone here, apparently? Oh, hi.
I recently had an errand to run, and so I had to pass by the office. I didn't mean to, but I overheard Lady Rhea and Sedith arguing.
Yeah, you and Claude and me, all three of us. How many people heard that conversation?
Actually, it was more like Sedith was interrogating Lady Rhea.
Their quarrel was not so private as it turns out. Hey, what have you got something to pop above your head, surely? May the goddess grant us strength. Yeah, let's hope. Seems to me she's been asleep at the wheel.
Sometimes I find myself thinking I should leave Garreg Mach and return to...
Why does this seem like a familiar scene? You should.
Where I should have been all along.
I won't stop you.
I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
Well, way to change the subject. You can teach me lance and axes and stuff also. Lance is the one I'd probably be interested in for Ash, I think. So that would be even though you're the only one who can teach us heavy armor, as far as we know, we're basically assuming that I'm not going to get to D+, and it would be better because if you're the only one, the only time I get to teach is with you. You teach me today, and you teach me next week, which isn't enough to bring us to D+. So we basically have to go for the B+ support on Verdant, I'm pretty sure.
Kranya is dead. And so is Solon, by your hand.
Taking vengeance with your own hand. I'm sure Gerald would be proud.
I think he would have preferred that I stay as far away from the monastery and this whole mess as possible. I'm not sure he'd be too proud of me right now, actually. Leonie, how you doing? You commanded a bunch of people to headbutt Gerald's killer. Does that make you feel better?
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right. But don't lose sight of who you really are, okay?
I'll try.
However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
I'll try. And if you could maybe just try and explain that to Raphael, because he didn't really seem to get it. He thought this was like some kind of fashion thing. Thanks, Leonie. But also, what the hell are you doing striking like a a fashion cover pose in front of the fire like that? Hey, Catherine?
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size.
Yeah, Solon, Kranya. We headbutted a lot of people.
But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down. Not least the Flame Emperor.
And don't forget the second Flame Emperor, i.e. the Death Knight.
Once we've crushed them all
These people with weird voice modulators and masks.
It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
Yeah, something big. Yeah. You can teach me probably authority and sword, is it? Sword and brawling. Cool, okay. I do need brawling for Caspar, actually, so that's good. Can Rhea also teach me brawling, I think? I think maybe. Hey, you two.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power.
I hope no more gossiping going around about Marianne. Hilda, you tell me if there was, right?
Is that what happened to you too, Professor?
It wasn't a revelation as much as a roasting.
No way! The professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
Again, my sword's a bit shinier. It's not much.
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
Thank you, Marianne. Is there any way either of you two could talk to Ray about this? It seems like a bit pointless is all I'm going at.
I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
Well, she's very religious. She probably does. What are you being so rude for? Unless you were addressing that bit to me. Oh, hello, what's this? New bottle of perfume. Let's say I was hanging around here earlier, right? And she was all like, "Don't die, Professor! That would be counterproductive."
How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his "I will do no harm" speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you?
Sorry.
Both?
He didn't ask. He just broke into my room and started pulling things off of me.
I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate Crest power itself.
I seem absolutely enthralled with this conversation the way I'm staring past him.
Crest power must have some kind of limit, right?
Oh great, you want to find my limit.
Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
I hope you find what you're looking for, but I don't know exactly how you're planning to test my limits. What are you doing just staring at Sylvain over here?
Oh, Professor! I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't recognize you for a second.
That's alright. Isn't it weird?
No, not at all. I'm just not used to it. It really suits you, though.
Oh, thanks. I mean, he didn't recognize me for like half a second. It wasn't that bad. Oh, I've gotten to support up with someone after all these little conversations. Was it with Sylvain? Oh, it was Shamir. Well, that's slightly less mission pertinent, but I suppose we gotta go say hello at some point. Well, since it's not a terribly important one because we're not really supporting her, maybe we can save that for a support episode down the line, actually. We got more people to talk to, though. We are carrying along here pretty handily. It feels like there are fewer people here than usual, or is that my imagination?
Yes.
Right.
It is my imagination? Oh, okay, good. Someone's got a quest here, though. Oh, it's probably Anna with the next Get Me Trade Secrets quest.
Professor, you seem different.
I am different, a bit.
Lots of things seem different around here lately. I've noticed it. Have you?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe not as much as you. Now, what are you talking about, Sassy? So you can teach me sword, axe, bow, faith we do want. Oh, at some point, for a bunch of the people here, but, oh, giant shell is defense. Oh, yeah, I want that. Do those not expire in the next few months? Because that would be really sweet to get that eventually. Giant shell is +2 defense, I think, so that'll be very nice to have for Happy. That's it, yeah, I've had your perfume. I mean, your bottle of substances that will be not be disclosed at this time.
Your hair! And your eyes! What happened to you?
So, you were there.
You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you?
Only Raphael's respect. I don't know yet.
Sometimes our frail bodies don't do well with excess power, so don't push yourself too hard.
Thank you. I was told not to push myself too hard when my dad died. Now I get to not push myself too hard when my hair color changes. I'm having a real relaxing few months.
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Anytime. Oh, what this? Silk handkerchief. Noble cares about their personal grooming. I guess that'll be Lauren's. I don't remember him standing there last. No, I guess he was. We already spoke to him though, didn't we? Where the devil was he? Oh no, I guess not, because he's upstairs. Ferdy's hanging out in the dining hall. This could be a chance. There might be a dialogue option here that will gain us some support with him, and we need every shred of it we can get. So let's do that. Grinding charm. Charms to prevent lightning from striking nearby. Probably belongs to someone who's afraid of lightning. Oh, who was here last month? I always forget who's afraid of lightning. Is it Ash? No. Secret roster, help me. What house is this person from? Beagles. Were Petra and Ferdinand the ones who were hanging out here last month? Because that was when they were all talking about, well, you could probably leave Petra if you want. And she was all like, no, I've got to stay here and finish my studies. I think they were hanging out. Was it? I don't know if it was right here, but I thought it was on the other side. Oh, where these two are, huh? Anti-dictionary. Okay, that's Petra's, and then this will be Ferdinand's. At least we got an item that we can give for him for some support. So wait, then who the hell was standing here?
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
I don't think teaching gigs are usually scored by, like, physical brawn. But thank you. Is this your grinding charm?
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
Oh, I didn't know you were afraid of lightning.
Saved me with this.
It was right beside you. Actually, I should get the Shamir one out of the way so that I can tell when I've got a new support. Let's go say hi to Shamir. I think we've seen this one in our previous playthrough, but I'll watch it again, just for a refresher and all that. Ooh, there's an item there. I think that was Bernadetta's where she was hanging out previous month.
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you.
Hello to you, too. It would seem that way.
And you're not modest about it. I like that.
Well, I'm modest about it. Some of them. I'm not sure Ferdinand likes me so much.
I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor.
Thank you. I'm still not sure.
Regardless, seems like it turned out fine for you.
This is your definition of turned out fine? You're a strange gal, Shamir.
I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act.
It's not so hard. Just got a calculator and you'll be good. Get a calculator, set aside an evening. It's not that hard.
I freeze up near royals and nobles.
Oh, no, that's hard. Talking to people and stuff. You're not a fan of nobles?
You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers.
I get that.
And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want.
I love it's a capital K knight.
I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner.
Business partner?
I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights.
Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her.
I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc.
You know, I know the feeling.
Who knows, though? Maybe
they're too different from when I was
working together again, like at Deirdre.
Out there in the woods. Like at Deirdre. Oh, you mean in that paralogue we did? Yeah, maybe.
Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though.
I don't know, run circles. I mean, as an assassin, I get 6 movement. That's not enough to really run circles around you. Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll take me a few turns to run circles around you.
I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
Oh, well, likewise. That was nice. That brought my spirits up. Thanks, Shamir. And this will be Bernadette as something. Hedgehog case. Aw. Hey, Gerald. Hey, Citri. Is it cool if I call you both by your first names? Since we've never had really a normal parent-child relationship. Citri Eisner, 1139 to 1159. Gerald Eisner, to 1180. Resting in the warm embrace of cherished memories. I hope they are. Sorry, I shouldn't jog in a graveyard. That's not very polite. Although sometimes it is the only place to get some goddamn peace and quiet around here. Zero! How's it cracking?
When I first saw you, Professor,
oh,
with
I
that
didn't
hair
turn
color
the
and that eye
systems
color,
on right now.
I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean.
Well, I'd encourage you to, if only for the spectacle that would be of watching you just going like, change your hair color to green. That would be exciting, wouldn't it?
All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
Well, I don't like where you're going with this. Please don't, like, get yourself locked in an attic and try and bust your way out. This is someone in one of the houses. It's Bleagle, so I guess it's the Edelgard up here. That's not a Hubert, though. They're usually so close together. Oh, never mind, it's Ferdinand.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual, constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Ayer family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
I'm not, because I'm not even confident your father is really sharp enough to have to be in the know.
Oh,
have some
I
oil.
was looking for this. Thank you so much.
You got it. Nah, it's weird. It's weird to do it without the sounds in this mode here. Let's head to the training grounds and see who wants to chat there. I guess we'll be heading to the Abyss in not too long. Oh wow, actually going to be much farther along in the talking to people in this episode than I thought. Usually, I thought it usually takes us about 2 episodes to get to talking to everyone. Anyway, Felix, hey.
Anya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Hey, that's cool, because...
People say you're quite skilled. Perhaps if I joined your class, I could watch your sword technique up close.
You can be ready for the next battle in our class. Come on in!
I think that's best.
Yay!
I'll transfer to your class then. Don't make me regret it.
Oh, don't worry. You won't do any work in this class. Awesome! Felix has been recruited, and what has he got on him? Bouillon. Oh, sweet. We could actually use the money as it stands. So, very helpful, Felix. Thank you. Timmy?
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure
Look, I can't tell when the color is off with any of you. You all look so dreadfully different in your portrait pictures from your actual models, and then even then the lighting is, you know, cel-shaded and weird, so how the hell am I supposed to know?
I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
Dimitri, as a man who in high school once stayed up for 56 hours at a time, I would not recommend you ever use the phrase just from lack of sleep. Please have a nap. You should rest.
The professor agrees. Please rest, at least until the task is at hand.
I won't. Even if I tried, it's not like I would get any decent sleep. It would only be a waste of time.
Yeah, but even closing your eyes, if you're not like fully actually conked out, for like an hour or two, it would be marginally better. Well, I won't tell you what to do. Even though I just did. Oh yeah, this quest is still going on. Bugger off.
In town earlier, there seemed to be more people around than usual. Is there some festival this month that I'm forgetting about?
Not that I know of. Actually, at this point, because I've got Swordfare and everything, and I'm a fair bit stronger, there's a chance I could win this thing, especially I've got lethality as well now. A decent chance I could win this thing, but we probably want to save the activity points. We'll only do that if we really have no more points we're going to spend on anything, I guess. Ooh, I really hope that there are some troubles like that that some of the people out of our house have that we could solve for support points with them. That would be very, very beneficial here. Every little last shred of support we can get with them is going to be crucial in this next little bit. Hey, Claude.
Hey, Teach, is it okay for you to be out on your own right now? Just please be careful not to topple over again. You scared us nearly to death.
Sorry.
Anyway, doesn't Rhea want something from you? Sounds important.
She told me I was allowed to share the mission with my students. Did I just choose not to?
I'm glad I'll be there to witness the ritual at the Holy Tomb.
Okay.
I want to see whether or not something happens with my own eyes.
Nah, don't hold your breath. Probably we'll just walk in there, nothing will happen, and we'll walk out without incident at all. And the fact that it's happening at the end of the month where all the dangerous battles we've had in the past have happened doesn't mean anything. 2 notes! One of them hopefully is from Ferdy. There are as many men in the world as there are stars in the sky, but you meet so few good men during your time on this planet. How does one meet a worthy partner? Might be time to give up completely. Man or man, not man, lots of people care about you. All you can do is patiently wait. Probably this one, right? Although she's asking a bit of a pointed question, but man or no man, lots of people care about you. I hope that was right. All you can do is patiently wait. Don't sound nice, and give up completely don't sound great either. There is a person with whom I do not get along. Childish as it may sound, we always end up quarreling. Is there nothing I can do to remedy this? Quarreling a lot isn't a big deal. Try treating them like you would a friend. You could always just distance them. Try treating them like you would a friend. Pretend you're friends for like a half second and see how you get on there. It's hilarious and a bit adorable. And treat them like a friend. Rough. Eddie! Oh, Ash was sitting here before, wasn't he? Oh yeah, hell yeah. We'll get some sports up even before we even spend any points.
Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock.
Who gave who a shock then?
Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore.
Maybe I am a different person.
Don't scare me like that. You are still you, right? You are, right?
I think so. Damn it, I could have got our support up if I had answered the other one. I just wanted to see what you would say. I don't think any of these are yours. Good, that's everyone to talk to here. Let's head over to here, by the way, just to see if there's any items lying around. And if not, we'll pop around to the library in the upper floor and then to the abyss. To Abyss. Oh man, these 3 rooms are Hubert, Edelgard, and Hilda. That just seems like a recipe for trouble somehow. Dude, Claude is just overflowing in books, so I think I probably covered that in this playthrough already. But damn, it just stuns me every time how many books there are. I mean, it tracks with him, but they're covering his bed too, so clearly our man has been like barely sleeping, or he's been falling asleep reading. Which every time I've done that, I've always like torn a few pages of the book in my sleep by like rolling over it or whatever. I wouldn't recommend it exactly. Hello. What reminds you?
Considered, this year has been rather terrible.
Thank you for finally having a reasonable take.
As far as the students are concerned, next month is the last one of the school year.
What is that? March? It's a weird way for the school year to end, but I guess the game's made in Japan, so school's a little different there.
Next month, we will hold the graduation ceremony, though it'll be an understandably subdued affair. This month, we ask that you carry out your duties as best you can to ensure that our students remain calm.
I'll try. But again, I mean, I've been really not doing professorly stuff ever since I've been employed at this school, as far as I'm concerned.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about
Weird.
You, Professor? You were a true ally, yes?
Depending on if you don't get recruited into another class before the end of this, yeah. It's my intention.
Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
Yeah, you must. Sucks that way, doesn't it? But also, here's your handkerchief.
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
You got it, Palio.
Hey, you.
Hey. Hey.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it.
Can't blame me with all the mausoleums and tombs and treasuries and all the weird buildings in this place.
I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the Kingdom and Alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance. That's weird, right?
It's weird. Oh, it's weird. I agree. It's very weird.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant.
Well, sorry. I don't know. I might have escaped to notice that my dad died.
It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down.
Well, it's nice up here. It's quiet, and the views are really pretty.
How can I help?
I don't know what to say to that.
Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Well, that helped in and of itself. Thank you. You're very sweet.
Well...
Tell me, what are you really?
Positive. Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames?
Seems pretty hard to say no to that at this point. Yeah, I think so. Wow, have we seen any of these crests that are on the wall over here? Some of them look a little familiar, but most of them look pretty different.
Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However,
not even as he got older?
If that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off.
All right, if you insist.
What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
Are you a doctor? I thought you were like a geneticist. I don't think you're qualified to give a full physical exam. Also, Point Linhart, he guessed correctly. Hey.
Oh, Professor, I am so happy. Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair.
I'm not convinced.
But recently, I sense that things are a bit strange between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but...
Wow, she kept this from even you.
Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship. as it has always been.
We'll see. We'll see about that one. Don't get your hopes up, but don't worry about it. Eloise, how you doing? Hanging out in Gerald's study? If you find a diary, don't read it.
Captain. Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you.
Only a few seconds, don't worry.
I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy.
I can imagine. What can you teach me in faculty training? Oh, you can also do me heavy armor. So in theory... okay. If we did heavy armor, with you and Gilbert both days, actually we could reach D+ with that probably pretty easily. One, two... Yeah, it would do it in 4, but would it be faster to... No, that's a bit more surefire, isn't it? Because we don't know how many of those gifts Ferdinand will actually like and stuff. So I think, like, now that I know that, we definitely do want... Oh, you could... sorry, Luis. I know you're grieving, but do you want to join my house?
Anything I can help you with.
Yeah?
I will do whatever I can to serve you.
Yay! Come on in.
Leave it to me.
Yahoo!
How small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
I'm sure he's so happy to hear that. God, your pauldron is huge. It's bigger than the rest of your body. Thank you, Alois. First thing you could help me with is maybe give me all your stuff to pawn off, please? An intermediate seal. Intermediate? Come on now. We're surely far enough in the game. Never mind. Okay, so now that I know that they can both do heavy armor, probably it makes the most sense to try and get Ferdinand up to B and then get our armor to D+ with by training with Alois and Gilbert both days. It looks like that would be enough, and also if even one of them was a great, it would like definitely be enough. There's something to bear in mind. Hey, Rhea.
You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess.
What if that worries me?
Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father.
Whoa.
And you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes.
You're very quick to put a bow on this. I'm still grieving. I never realized how short you were.
I am proud. So very proud of who you have become.
I'm uneasy.
That is understandable. Just know that your unease should disappear the moment we conclude the ritual at the Holy.
Why do I feel like that's not going to happen either? There are many people in this monastery who are much more confident about the fate of us than I. Hey, Sedith. I hear things have been bad. The word around the entire monastery is that things have been a bit strained between you and Rhea recently.
It is you. I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Understandable. Have a good one. Wait, sorry, what could you teach me? How alone do you need to be? Because this might be useful for me. Lance would be the thing we want from you. Got it, okay. I don't think we need flying for anyone else. So we'll pop down to Abyss, and we'll see about what everyone can talk to us about there, and I think that will be all the time we have for this episode. But now we gathered a lot of intel about what we want to be teaching ourselves for this and the next day. Now that I know that Alois can also teach you heavy armor, I feel reasonably confident that we could manage. We could crack D+ in armor without too much stress. Although it will be 4 points, 4 of our 16 points for these 2 weeks consumed. So there's that.
Hey, you, listen up. I've got something to report.
I'm listening. Is your friend talked to you recently?
You look different, and you're acting different. You're just all around different. Shaking things up, are we?
Again, not by much choice.
I think that's great. Gotta keep things interesting, right? For what it's worth, it's a good look, and you wear it well.
Best keeper, thank you.
I get it.
Hey.
Got a shady offer from somebody well-dressed. Noble's lapdog, probably.
Oh, I don't love that with the recent goings-ons. Nice horns, though. Holy crap. You would be the one I would not want to stand near at a heavy metal concert.
There was a big sack of coin on offer, but not a lot of real info about the job.
Did it involve murder, by chance, or kidnapping? Anything you wouldn't normally do in your day-to-day life? Because you might want to reconsider it.
It seems suspicious, so I turned it down. Now I wonder if that was a mistake.
Hey, I'll give you a few thousand gold for having turned it down. I think you made the right call. Wow, this place seems more full than usual, or is it my imagination?
What do you require?
Can you please say some nice things about my girlfriend, because it'll make me feel better? Holy shit!
One should be proud of their growth.
That was so loud for one thing. God damn! How about me? Why is that so loud all of a sudden?
Be proud of their growth.
His growth in charisma is astounding. His devotion to his training has borne fruit. He'll prove to be a valuable asset on the battlefield. It probably always says that for charisma, because Hoppy is likely to get a lot of that from tea parties. Well, thank you. It is kind of funny, though, that, like, my, Dex, speed, luck, charisma, off the charts. Strength and magic, nothing. Flatline, dead in the water. Well, Leonie's recent strength bump, how's she doing? Yeah, still 0 stars in strength for her, just what I figured. Because her strength growth is like very similar to Hoppy's, so it's been very surprising that she's been falling behind him so much. She's got 3 stars in res just from the class minimum that Assassin gave her. I haven't been playing as Bernadetta, but how's she doing?
Let me see. Perhaps you'd have better luck with the animals of the monastery.
God, just ruthless. Just ruthless. Petra's been going pretty sharp, though.
Let me see.
Oh.
Ah, yes. This one's growth is going quite well.
Less than I would have expected. Well, Felix just joined our party. How's he doing?
Let me see. I see this one has gained some experience.
Soon his strength will be practically unequal. Jeez. It actually is probably higher than most of our party. Raphael, for instance.
Now let me see.
No, not quite as high as Raphael's.
I expect much from this one.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Is that the first A we've ever gotten? I think so. They would expect his health to be so much higher. And he's got 5 stars in res because, again, of the class minimum. How about Lysithea?
Now let me see.
Nice.
I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed.
Marianne will probably get a
Now
similar
let me
ranking.
see. Marvelous.
Sweet.
This one should be proud of their growth.
What do you think about Catherine?
Now let me see. Ah, yes. This one's growth is going quite well.
Interesting. So I guess this is telling us that she's performing sort of below what we would normally expect for all her growths. Anywho, that was interesting. Ciao. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Happy Go-Go! How goes it?
My word. It seems that the rumors of you receiving the goddess's power were true.
Are you guys all like talking like you weren't there for most of this? Well, Coco wasn't, I guess, but...
But you're still you, obviously.
Yes, I'm still me.
Good.
Oh, they both like that.
If you changed into someone I didn't like.
Does that mean you do like who he is now?
It's clear to me, at least, that you are something more than you were. Something special.
Yeah. I just hope this newfound specialness doesn't spell trouble for the rest of us.
Well, I don't mean to put a damper in this little friendliness party we've got going, but there may be some negative qualities. But thanks for that, friends. That makes me very happy that they both got a point up for that, because oftentimes when there's 2 people, it'll be like you choose one option that one of them likes and the other one doesn't, and they're both like that, so you can't really please both of them, but they both like that. So I like that. Hi!
Look at you! Listen, all sorts of folks wind up in this place for all sorts of reasons. Nobody's judging. Whatever happened to you doesn't make one bit of difference to any of these people.
Glad to hear it. So what you're saying is it's still like kosher for me to jump into the garbage heap? Iron gauntlets, iron lance. Nice. I said that in the reverse order, sorry. I'm still all hyped for whenever we get the fortune teller's room. Cannot wait to discover in this very run what that does for us. Howdy!
Things certainly have changed lately. Not that I mind. Or perhaps the only thing that's different is how you look. Or has your personality changed too?
Well, I'm always trying to improve it. I haven't changed.
Is that so? You're not a great liar, you know. Well, whatever the case. I still like you just the same as I always have.
That's so sweet. Why are the wolves being all so nice to me? I mean, not that they're usually mean or anything, but this is so very nice. Balthus, are you gonna uphold or break the trend of everyone being super sweet to me down here?
Hey pal, how you holding up? The human body is strong, but we all have our limits. Even folks who fraternize with the goddess. How was she, by the way? A real knockout, yeah?
You are welcome to your interpretations, my friend. She was unfathomably beautiful. She was a child. She was a child.
Really? Huh. That's a letdown.
Well, she isn't normally, but...
We have our work cut out for us. No telling what they're planning next.
Someone on the design team wanted to be weird about it, so that's hilarious. That he's just like, well, shit. That sucks. We've got 1,001 renown. Oh, yeah, I guess I can... Wait, can I offer... I'm not allowed to offer weapons. Oh, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Because you have tons of them. I guess I could sell excess weapons off to get a bit of produce that I could then sell off for renown and stuff. Well, I'll sell off a bunch of little bits of food items here and there. Let's get ourselves our renown rounded out a bit. Emerald steel I can sell for... give for 40 renown. Because, like, altogether, that's a fair chunk, right? We do get that quite a lot from monsters. And we're not using it on too many heroes relics. So yeah, you know what? I'll give 14 of those away here for a whole bunch of renown. That feels like a decent move. I mean, basically, Umbral Steel you get from a lot of monsters, so I don't think we'll be wanting for that anytime soon. And the only 3 rare heroes relics we have are... First of all, I'll get that stuff into the convoy. Thunderbrand, Sublime Creator Sword, and Vajramushti, I think. land feathers would throw me and Thyrsus, but they don't have durability. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we should definitely put the feathers on someone at some point. The extra fish we got, we found a white trout earlier. Very good, my friends. So that appears to be all for this episode here. So next episode is when we're getting into the nitty gritty of actually like really trying to like give all the play item foo and really drilling down onto these last few recruits that we do not yet have. So see you then. It's going to be an exciting time, my friends. But that is all for now. Next video on the channel is going to be some more The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Alright, well, at the risk of this just going absolutely horribly wrong, let's use a bunch of rockets. I think 9 will do. Not like that. Because even if, once we get up there, it's obviously everything's going to go flying everywhere. There will be a moment, however brief, where the eyes will have been sort of at the right place. Like in the